On pole position, Zurin Wiki there. Dwayne Bishop there on number 211 there in the second place there with... Oops, I've lost all that. We've gone back to, whatever it is. The screen has disappeared. So Steve Bridge was up there. We had some massive racing last weekend. I don't have the results or the points at the moment. What I'll probably do is wait till the first round is down, so we're exactly halfway through the Suzuki Series, and bring you the results for that. So I think you'll find that is probably Steve Bridge out in the front. Indeed, it's number 294 with Dwayne Bishop, followed by Zurin Wiki there. Steve Bridge come back from a massive accident on the Niue some years ago. He got both his legs run over and badly smashed. He just couldn't give this up. He's spent a couple of years recuperating him for surgery again and out there, and put on a fine show at Taupo last weekend. Trying to think who was leading. There was Bears. It was the Dwayne Bishop machine. Dwayne there in second place as they come out of Higgins for the first of 8 laps. The Q West boat builders from Whanganui. Again, not motorcycle related sponsors. It's great to see them put their money out there, and their support. Their support is as valuable as the money, and Q West have been supporting the Cemetery Circuit and the Suzuki Series for a number of years, as does have a lot of sponsors. Bears Formula Sports winding up down the front straight for the first flying lap there, and the big V4 Aprilia gobbles up that Steve Bridges V12. You've got a gap there of 400ths of a second. 400ths of a second. Steve Bridge shows his experience in riding and outbreaks him into turn 1. Here comes the big V4 with Zurin Wiki there in third place. He's riding the black bike with the fluorescent orange number board. And behind him it'll be Brendan Coe there and Rob Whittle on 72. So 3 Aprilia V4s there. With one, I think it's a Kawasaki, Zurin Wiki's usual. Oh, hang on, we'll be to check. It's a Triumph Daytona 675. Okay, look at that. Steve Bridges opened up a huge gap there down the centre straight there. It was 400ths of a second when he went across the start-finish line. That's opened up to about 60 metres. We've got 4 bikes, bang, 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 bang. Somebody goes very, very high and very, very wide. And that is still left. I think Steve Bridges back in about 4th place. Yes, Steve Bridge is back in about 4th. As I say that, he pulls up on Zurin Wiki, but Zurin outbreaks him for that big Go Media sweep. I must find out what Go Media is, actually. I'll be watching that sign for most of the year when I'm commentating here, and not actually sure what it's for, what it is, but we'll probably get on the internet here and Google it. Steve Bridge is out in the front. How did that happen? I'm just losing the plot here. Somewhere along the line, we have a yellow flag there. Going to be opening towards turn 1. Somewhere up here, I had my binoculars. I went and bought all my gear up here earlier on. So I will grab them now while I think about it. Might not get the time to have a look. But it's certainly handy somewhere along the line. But that bike is up on the outside of that thing, which yellow flag just means no passing in that corner. It's a safety issue there. Great to see CTES live here. You can follow the racing live today if you've got mates that can't make it. There's still time to get here from pretty well most parts of the country, actually. But you can also watch it on CTES, and that recorded footage will be available in approximately probably 36 to 48 hours. Grant Collingwood from CTES has got to get his way back up to Hamilton, pack up from here, get back up to there. He's got work commitments as well, and when he gets time, he will load that up. Down the back straight there. Lap 2, quarter of the way through the race, and it still is Steve Bridge on the 294. I say that, and somebody comes up on the inside, and I say that somebody's got to be Dwayne Bishop there. He's got the legs down the straight there, and also who comes in through there? Brendan Coe comes through and relegates in one corner and one bit of the straight. 3 position, come back to 3rd. That's Steve Bridge back to 3rd, just looking out whether I can see any passing going on there, because it is still that yellow flag out there, because the bike is still somewhere there. So back out there, whoever's in 4th place, and that is Zurin Wiki, is right on the hot seat of Brendan Coe as well. These lovely V4 Aprilias. Can't hear them too much from the commentary box, but no doubt when I look at CTOS live footage here in a couple of days, I'll be loving the sounds of these motorbikes. The big V4 opens up down that centre straight. So does the one in 3rd place, Brendan Coe, almost on the tail of Steve Bridgebeard, but Steve just that little later on the brakes. It's a power to weight ratio. It's also, I tell you what, Steve Bridge has got a lot of experience in the top 20 all-time winners at the Cemetery Circuit. Brendan Coe's been around for a few days too, including on Super Motards. There he goes, down that back straight, into 2nd place. We've got Aprilia. Steve Bridge takes him back there. Throw these on, Phil. We're joined by Phil Dark. He's just up here to pick his nose and pick who the riders are, but it's definitely welcome Phil Dark to Manfeild. Yes, I think you're right. Yep,
thanks very much, Ryder.
Yep, welcome.
Yeah, this is a hell of a race we're watching here.
So look at that, all the Bears bikes out the front. So those people that sort of mentioned that, oh, the sports bikes chucked in, they're filling up the rest of the field. So we've got genuine Bears bike up there. British, European, American riders and supporters, or writers and supporters at some places.
That's so true, so true.
No, it's a great meeting. Sound of Thunder's celebrated over 30 years now down in Christchurch, and the Bears racing is not like it used to be. It used to be that the non-Japanese bikes weren't competitive, you know, most of the old Triumph twins, but as the years gone by, we've seen BMW S1000Rs in the mix, and now the Aprilias, and these bikes are pretty well capable of winning the New Zealand Superbike or the Formula One class here at Manfeild. I've got a screen from CTAS for the first time ever. Usually they give you a 30-second delay and it just confuses you, but we've got a screen here. I've got to learn to actually use that. Particularly the new feature that's been coming on this year is Grant Collingwood. He's a solo man, single man up there, doing the whole lot by himself. He's also got the slow motion option there. So there we go, lap 5 of 8. Dwayne Bishop goes through there. Brendan Code, Steve Bridge, Zura Wiki and Rob Whittle.
Code looks a little bit closer this time, Spider, with the look of it. He's making the move down the inside. We've got a new race leader. Oh, and look at that, Bishop comes straight back at him.
All right, looking at the Bears senior lap record, a 109.2, a 109.2. The best we've got at the moment is a 109.764 from Brendan Code. So half a second lap off that. We had a lap record and one that was almost broken in the last race. So look at that, they're starting to come across the lappers there, Phil Dark.
Yeah, absolutely. Those guys, even though they're going pretty quick, they look like they're chained to a post, don't they? Look at the way these four just drop them as they head down into Higgins.
We got a fire out there in the Higgins corner.
Oh, looks like it.
Well, it might be a Harley. Put another hog on the fire, I think the song was. Can't see a yellow flag out there, but it'll be something.
That's just alienated half the crowd.
Half the crowd. All the Harley Krishnas. Oh, that's right. Just get on and watch the racing and enjoy us for the day. Yeah, no, that is off the track, that fire. So who's on fire on the track? Where are the lead bikes? They
down in front of you.
Down the start-finish line, and it is Brendan Code in the lead with the fastest lap. Oh, hang on. There it is, another lap record, a 109.200 it was. It is now a 109.081. So 3 classes on the track today, 2 lap records and 40 thousandths of a second, 400ths of a second off lap record for Dean Bentley. So I hope he's got a little bit more up his sleeve.
And that's probably got a lot to do with the conditions we've got here. It's scorching hot outside, so it means the track temperature's up as well, but probably not too hot just at the moment.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to get on later on the day. We'll check out.
Well, they're saying it's going to be 28, which
that comes
unheard of in Palmerston.
Oh, yeah, those weather forecasters, every night they show you, and these are clouds. Yes, we know what clouds are. They're as bad as those people on the airlines that show you how to buckle up a safety belt when you think you've never ever done it. Hello, a red flag. We've got a red flag situation. That's red flag situation. So that will be called. We've seen 65% of the race. In fact, 75%. They were on their 6 laps. So that is a red flag situation, Phil Dark. I don't know whether we could see where that was.
Maybe over there.
At the hairpin?
Just coming out of the hairpin, maybe onto the home straight, or maybe